Last time, on Whiskey Ridge...
The rootin' tootin' swashbuckling Jamboree wound down with a town-wide poker tournament. After dozens of entrants were eliminated, the final table came down to Wyatt Woodley, Roy Dawson, and Levi Crosby, along with Buck, Stanley, and Tanner. Tanner won the tournament, despite knowing nothing about poker, and received 800 gold. The festival then concluded with a bizarre ceremony in which a giant effigy of a pirate was burned while the townspeople chanted the words, Mano, Dado, Pado, Libro. With the blazing spectacle distracting the town, our heroes decided to investigate the general store, suspicious that it was closed during the busy festival night. After breaking into the store, they discovered a trapdoor in the floor, hidden behind a movable bookcase. They opened the trapdoor and found a ladder descending into darkness, but decided that they had better prepare and resolve their other issues before investigating further. Buck and Stanley headed back to the Silver Dollar, while Tanner headed back to Main Street to retrieve the daughters of Jackson Boone, Bobo and Toto. Bobo, Toto, go-go? Mano, Dado, Pado, Libro, oh no!
Check. Check. Check, 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 check.
Ciao!
Alright, Bobo and Toto, let's go.
Alright, so Buck and Stanley have wandered off guiltily past the sheriff, going back to the Silver Dollar. There are still people in the street. The people in town, I would say about half of them have either departed or gone home for the night. The other half are, even though the festival's over, the night's just getting started for them. And that would include Bobo and Toto and the Dawson boys.
Alright.
So you actually see Bobo is over here by the bank. She's passed out.
Oh no. Oh. Where's Toto?
Toto's out on the dance floor making out with Outhouse still.
Oh shit. Alright. Tanner's gonna walk over to Bobo real quick and look over and be like, Bobo, you ready to go back up to the ranch? Yeah, perfect. Alright. And then he's like, Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. And
Do you want to try and wake her up?
No, I don't. I want to leave her right here and just let her chill out for a second.
Okay.
And then he's gonna go out and talk to Toto and get her away from Outhouse. Actually, he's gonna go talk to Outhouse and try and get Outhouse to walk away so that he can go away with Toto.
He's like,
Mind your business, coal man. Coal man stove.
Look, Outhouse, I understand you trying to make a joke there, but it didn't land, buddy. I gotta take her home. I gotta take her home to Jackson Boone. So I think you need to back off and go on and find somebody else that's more suitable to your particular group, if you will.
Clint Dawson is kind of dancing with somebody else, and he looks over. He's like, "Why don't you get your own woman, Tanner? Can't you get your own woman?"
Clint, I'm not trying to get any woman. I'm just trying to get the Boone's girls back up to the Boone's farm. So just shut up.
Boone Farm? Why would you take him to that garbage palace?
I'm not going to get into this with you tonight, Clint. Let's let bygones be bygones, but just shut up.
If Boone's Farm was a liquor, it would taste like turpentine peed out of a donkey.
You know what, Clint? You and I might be in agreement in that particular situation, and if we fast forward 100-something years, then that very well may be true, but tonight's tonight, and I got to take Bobo and Toto, and I got to scoot them up to Jackson. So, would you kindly just stop harassing?
All right, so you got to roll something.
How about if I roll? I'd like to roll ingratiate on this to see if he can just like
You're gonna schmooze these guys.
schmooze them. I don't want to get in any fights right now. Like I want to try and keep a low profile. Basically, is where I'm going.
I think my problem with that is you are now a Boone and they are Dawson's. So
Alright.
this is like you can do it, but like a -20.
Yeah, that won't work. Okay. How about psychology?
Psychology is more for your perceiving things. If you want to like
Okay. How about convince?
convince is perfect.
All right.
You could use psychology to be like to like look for a weakness to exploit or something, but it doesn't have like an active ability.
All right. I gotcha. All right. I will use convince at a 60. I feel like I really haven't failed any rolls tonight. I'm fairly nervous about this whole situation, but I will roll convince just to try and get out of this situation.
Okay.
Again, rolling on a 60. Fuck. Rolls him a 94.
You've got a reroll.
I'm going to use a reroll. All right. Rolls convince again. Fucking Christ. Rolls a 62. And I think that was my only reroll left. Yeah, it is. That's got to go away now. Okay. It's gone. All right.
So you're trying to convince Outhouse to leave her alone, and he's just like,
Why don't you piss off, little man?
Look, Outhouse, I don't want to get into a fight with you tonight, so let's
Maybe I want to get into a fight with you.
Oh, you want to fight with me?
Maybe.
I got Buck, I got Stanley, I got Chaw. Chaw's coming down here right now. You want to get into a fight with Chaw?
I don't see any of them right here, right now.
You want to fight with Chaw? Chaw's coming back down here at 11:30.
What, you need other people to fight your battles? What, are you yellow?
Look, I'm not yellow, but I understand when I've been outnumbered, and I am outnumbered in this current situation. Can he roll a deception to tell him that Chaw and others from Jackson's farm are coming down?
yeah. You could ingratiate with the girls.
With Bobo and Toto?
Yeah.
All right.
Or do something else. Do you want to, first of all, do you want to go through with your deception here?
Do I get to do both? Can I do both? If deception fails, can I try to ingratiate myself with the ladies, the lovely ladies?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a deception real quick and see if that works. So, all right, deception on a 60 rolls him a 51 success. He successfully deceived Outhouse. And maybe the girls too, to say, "Hey, look, we got Chaw coming down here. We got to get back up to the ranch."
Outhouse is like,
Clee, you hear this? He says the Boone boys coming down here to start trouble.
he's like,
Oh, hell no.
so they're kind of distracted. Why don't you now roll something for the girls? It can be ingratiate or something else.
I think ingratiate works. Actually, convince would work in this situation too.
Yeah.
I'll roll convince because it's higher, just like me, on a 60. Rolls him a 29.
Okay, so what do you say to the girl?
To Bobo or to Toto or to both of them, he's like, "Hey, look, which one? Both of them at the same time. Now that Outhouse is out of the picture."
You tell me which one you're talking to.
All right. So currently at this time, which one is Bobo and which one is Toto?
What, you don't know?
No, I don't know. I know one of them is highlighted in pink, but God, I can't even remember their fucking names half the time.
Well, I think that's an issue here. You don't know which one it is.
All right, so he walks up to the girl that was with Outhouse, and he's like, "Hey, look, your dad wanted me to bring you home, and I know you want to stay out here with Outhouse all night, and you want to have a good time, and I want you to have a good time. But Outhouse is leaving now. You see him walking away, and we need to get back home, get you to bed, or if you want to stay up and have a little chat, we can have a little chat.
Why don't you bring Bobo home?
I'll bring. Is that a trick? Are you trying to trick me?
Yeah, I'm Bobo.
I know you are. I know. I caught that. I'm gonna get Toto too, and the three of us can go back up, and Toto can have a sleep, and you and I can stay up a little bit and have a little chat.
Are you trying to get in my girdle?
Uh, First of all, I don't know what a girdle is specifically.
Probably not gonna work then.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to you. You're an honorable girl, and if you like Outhouse, then you can have a fun time with him at a later time. I don't want to get in the way of that, but I did make an obligation to your dad and told him that I'd bring you home. So I want to make sure that I'm an honorable man.
All right. Toto, Bobo, Bobo. I'm Bobo, you're Dodo. No, I'm Toto, you're Bobo. Tanner says we gotta go.
Oh, you girls are so much fun. Yeah, let's go.
And Outhouse is like gathering up the Dawson troops to like form some kind of rumble in the streets. So he's just distracted now. But he's like,
Does he look back at us?
he looks back at Toto and he's like,
I love you forever.
When he looks back, Tanner flips him the bird, and this is the first time that the middle finger has ever been stuck up at anybody.
Outhouse starts running at you.
All right.
What are you gonna do now? You could run away or you can fight him.
I'll fight him.
Yeah!
Oh, I made bad decisions tonight.
All right, roll initiative, which we haven't done in a million years. It's 1/10 of your dexterity plus, and then you roll a d20.
No, it's not. Is it? It's not reflexes.
Yeah, it is reflexes. Yeah, and you got 30 in reflexes. It's 1/10 of that, which is 3. So you roll a d20 and add 3 to it.
Oh, okay. All right. Fuck, this was a terrible idea. Why did I do this? 15.
Plus 30's 18.
18.
All right, he's rolling initiative. Rolls a 2.
All right.
Figured like that.
Can Tanner do one more, like, talking to him to see if he can stop this from happening? Because, like, he's totally willing to go into fisticuffs with this, but he would prefer not to at this point in time, just because he wants to bring Bobo and Toto home. And this can cost him, like, anywhere from 5 minutes to a half an hour.
But you did just flip him off.
He did, yeah, but... But it was the first flip-off of all time, so did Outhouse really understand what being flipped off meant?
Jay, can you research when the first flip-off was?
And it's going to vary based on region as well. So... We did go through a lot of steps to get here, and I do have the upper hand right now, so I'll take it.
I mean, you had gotten to the point that you want to be at, and then you flipped him off. So
It's true. Yeah, I definitely stepped over the line.
So Outhouse runs up to you with his fists out, and he's like,
What did you just do? I know you disrespected me. What was that?
You know what, Outhouse? I didn't like your attitude and the way that you were talking to me earlier.
Yeah?
So I just turned around and I flipped you right off.
You flipped.
And you...
It looked like a
Yeah.
bird or something.
It was
You're
just
making
like
it
a
like a-
bird.
Like some kind of flying. That doesn't look like a bird
Yeah.
at all. Actually, now that I look.
Well,
at it.
you know, when you put your finger up like that, that doesn't look like... That's not the point. That's not the point. Let's not get distracted now. You can walk away from this.
You're not gonna be able to walk away from this.
Just remember, this is between you and me and nobody else.
All right. Them's the rules. Let's do this.
All right, you ready to throw down?
yeah, he's ready to duke it out with you.
Okay. All right. Fuck, my fisticuffs is not good.
I tell you what, whatever yours is, that's what his is.
Ah.
What
All right. It's a 45.
Okay, his is also 45.
rolls him a 9.
Okay.
Uh-oh, that's bad.
Roll a d4 for damage.
Okay. Oh, I see how you're doing it. Okay. Yep, gotcha. Rolls him a 3.
He goes to hit you back. Rolls a 53, misses.
Yeah. Okay.
So now,
Are you done? I don't want to keep going with this outhouse. Are you done?
Not. No.
Come on, man. Just stop. We don't
Come
have
on,
to keep
here,
going.
Fight me.
All right. All right. So he's gonna roll on a 45 again. Rolls a 90. He misses that punch.
he goes to hit you. 88.
Oh,
Crit fail.
yes. Yes. That's fucking amazing.
Pull out the crit fail chart.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Okay, so for the fumble, the low number is good for him.
Yep.
Rolls a 17.
Damn it.
He rolls a 17, his pants fall down, he falls down, and he is essentially entangled in his pants.
What in tarnation?
Oh my gosh.
He's like,
Can I help you? Outhouse, can I help you? Like, look, I don't want to see you like this. Outhouse, can I help you up?
This is your chance to get away. If you try and help him up, you might get back into a fight.
All right, if you don't want to talk to me, I'm just going to leave.
He's like, get out of here. I don't want your help.
All right, I'm out. I'm out. So Tanner runs off and he goes and picks out Bobo and Toto and leaves Outhouse lying on the ground with his pants down.
You sling Bobo onto Dick Cheney and climb up, and Toto
Hops up too.
pops up behind you.
Mhm.
You ride off to Boone Farm,
Yeehaw!
and you get there, and
What time is it?
Jackson Boone is sitting on his front porch with his pocket watch in his hand,
Mm-hmm.
and rocking back and forth in a rocking chair.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at you and he says, "Tanner Cole."
Hey there, Mr. Boone.
Shakes his head. "You've done it again, my friend. 5 minutes to spare."
That was a close one, sir. You've got some feisty ladies here. They're so much fun. They're good girls. They're very fun and good
What's that supposed to mean?
and honorable. They just like to have a good time. They got down there to the to the party and they had a great time. It was fun.
What's wrong with Pobo? She drunk?
No, I think she just got overtired and
Yeah, she looks real tired.
yeah, she's sleepy. She's sleepy.
Girls, you head on in.
Yeah.
Get yourself to bed.
Go on, Toto, help Bobo
Bye,
in.
Tanner. Bye, Tanner. Bye, Tanner.
Bye, ladies.
Tanner.
Bye.
Bye, Tanner.
It was fun.
Bye,
We had a
Tanner.
great time. Good dance.
Bye, Tanner.
Good dancing with you.
Bye, Tanner.
Tanner, looks like you're not going to your bunk. What's up?
Well, Mr. Boone, I was gonna go back into town real quick, and just make sure that the end of the night down there. I saw Chaw down there, so I'm gonna scoop him up too at some point in time.
That festival's still going on? I thought that was over.
Yeah, they're wrapping up real quick, but there's still a couple of things happening. So I'll go down there. I'll tell Chaw to come back home, and then I'll be back shortly.
What was he up to? He wasn't drinking again, was he?
He wasn't drinking actually, although he did get into a boxing match. Is that okay? I tried to say don't do it, but
I'd be more afraid for the other man.
well, yeah, that's what I thought too.
I was in that contest too, if you'll remember.
I do remember, sir. I do remember, and he's coming back real quick, and then I'll be back too, and then
You didn't see him dancing, did you? That's even worse.
oh geez, no, I didn't see him dancing.
It's like don't tell him I said this, but it's like if you took a freight train and you shook it up full of sick people from the hospital,
oh boy,
and then they started just like falling out the windows.
oh my gosh,
But it's like that with his whole body, rumbling,
I like Chaw,
stumbling,
but geez,
bumbling.
I'm not going to tell him that.
Grumbling.
I feel like that would make him
Mumbling.
properly upset.
Fumbling.
Grumbling, maybe, too? Yeah.
Stop doing all
Yeah,
that.
right?
All right. Well, you,
Mhm. All right.
Tanner, you take care of yourself out there.
All right. Thank you, sir. I'll check on the place when I come back in a couple hours and make sure that everything's just fine.
Oh, anything you want to drop off here before you take off?
Hey, you know what, sir? Actually, I appreciate you bringing that up. Listen to this. There was a poker tournament, and I won.
No way.
Oh, yeah. I won the whole thing.
Tanner, how'd you get so good at everything?
You know what, sir? I often ask myself the same question, and I just can't come up with a decent answer. But I got some gold, and I'd like to leave that here. I trust you, sir, and I'd like to leave this here if that's okay.
Oh, absolutely. Why don't you find a good hiding space in the barn and
All right.
show me where it is?
All right.
Then,
And we'll leave it right there.
I'll
Just
keep
you
it
and
safe
I'll
for
know
you.
about it.
That's
Perfect.
right.
That sounds real nice. I'll do that.
And he takes you in, and you find a good spot. Actually, roll an observation to see how good the hiding spot is.
Jesus Christ.
You could do observation, or there might be something better. Like,
I think observation is going to be good. All right. Rolling on a 70.
oh,
Crit success.
perfect hiding space. I will say, if someone is trying to find this, they would have to crit succeed.
Perfect. That's amazing.
I would also say that it's such a good hiding space that you have to crit succeed to find it.
No, don't say that.
No, I'm just kidding.
I have to roll the same exact crit success in order to get back in there and get my money. All right, cool. All right, so I've secured my funds.
All right. You heading out, Tanner?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna roll back into town real quick, and like I said, I'll get Chaw and any of the boys and send them up here, and I'll be back up shortly.
Tanner, let me say something. I know my girls, they can be a bit on the wild side. I'm sure they probably weren't in such a rush to get back for their curfew, so I appreciate what you done there. And from my heart, I'd just like to say I'm glad you're back on the farm.
You know what, sir? I'm glad that I'm back here too, and I would never say anything unkind about your girls. So they were both very lovely and perfectly respectable tonight. And yeah, we'll leave it there.
You take care out there, Tanner.
Thank you, sir.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Perfect.
Got some hay to bale.
We'll
Is that
bay
what-
that hell.
Do you
Wait,
do,
nope.
do you do
We'll
that?
hay that bell. Nope.
Bale
Uh,
that hay. Hay
yeah,
no,
bale
I was
that
right
hay.
the first time, I think.
Yeah, first time. Yeah, we got that. we had a long night, sir.
Tanner, this is
Mhm.
way past due, but you need to roll psychology for seeing the little skeleton girl.
Oh man! As soon as you said this is way past due, I was like, "Shit!" I definitely saw that skeleton girl. Okay, psychology. Okay, so Tanner's got a 70. Rolls himself a 56.
All right, I still want you to take one bullet.
Yeah, of course you do.
Buck and Stanley have now gone back to the Silver Dollar, and you burst through the doors.
Rose is still with that guy, huh?
Is that Hans Molman?
Hans Calhoun.
She loves him.
I might have to kill him.
It's not quite as busy in here. I think some of the people have left or have retired for the evening because the festival's over. But there's certainly more people in here than would be on like a random night.
Yeah, I'll say.
I see Clara in there. Stanley.
Yeah. Stanley sees Clara waiting impatiently at the bar,
Oh boy.
drinking a mint julep with dirty ice.
Oh, gross.
So, what do you guys want to do?
All right. Who else is in here? Amelia, Sarkisian.
I see Stanley's old crew is down there.
Mason Dixon.
Yeah, so Levi, Elsie, and Biggs are sitting at a table together, and Biggs has Keebly Rivers from the hotel. She's sitting on his lap.
She was the other lady of the night.
Yeah, from the hotel. Of course, you got Ruby and Whisper, as always. Mason Dixon sitting with Josiah and Amelia Sarkisian. Amelia gives Stanley a look when he comes in as well. You got a couple of the newcomers from Lukenbach, Diego Cruz and Atticus Zane, kind of by themselves, hanging out.
Stanley winks at Amelia.
Roll a...
Yeah, roll something on that. Because I've definitely winked in the past and had to...
I'm just kidding.
She winks back.
All right, Matt, sidebar.
Yes?
Where's Rattlesnake? That's not a sidebar. He should be here.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with that.
And then I would also position some of my top guys here. Like I would have got Chaw, I would have got Rattlesnake, I would have got Tom Nighthawk.
I would have got Chaw.
I'm not hiring Mason Dixon yet.
100 gold.
I'm not convinced he wouldn't just join their crew.
Chaw and Tom Nighthawk are nowhere to be found at the moment. It's just hard to track people down in the chaos of the festival. But Rattlesnake is here.
Buck's gonna wink to Rattlesnake, which is the universal old western sign to meet me at the bar.
Bully, the game is afoot. Hip.
So I'm gonna go up to the bar and say, let me talk to you in a little more of a private setting, Sarah. With Rattlesnake.
Should we all get in the closet?
No, it's not that kind of meeting, darling.
Oh.
All right, listen. Your brother got all the goods out of here, right? He made the pickup.
Yeah, him and Jeff came by earlier.
Wonderful.
They took everything.
I appreciate that. Listen, I left a little bottle of one of Prudence's elixirs down beneath the bar.
Oh, I saw that.
You see that? Yeah, don't drink that. You see that table down there with them out-of-towners?
Yeah, they're acting a little weird.
Yeah, they are weird. They're fixing to rob the place.
What?
Shh, keep it down, woman.
I gotta get my rifle out.
Yeah, you got...
I'll shoot them.
Yeah, no, that's part of the plan.
You get out of
Hey,
here.
God damn it. We're trying to be cool here. Anyway, that bottle of elixir, put a few drops of that in their next round. It's just going to make them real tired.
Ain't gonna kill him, is it?
No, it ain't going to kill them. I ain't no murderer. Tanner's up at Boone's Farm. He's the bottle murderer.
Is he?
I don't know. Maybe.
What?
I genuinely don't know, but I doubt it.
Oh my
He seems like a good guy.
It seems like he has a secret.
Yeah, he does seem like he has a secret, doesn't he? Anyway, we'll get to the bottom of that. But, yeah, you put some drops of that in their drinks. Rattlesnake, you mind just keeping an eye on things? Make sure Sarah doesn't kill anybody unless she has to. And if you got to knock some people around, I mean, I fully support that.
I'll give him the old 1-2, Buck.
Thanks, buddy.
Bully.
Open tab for the rest of the year. For you.
Hip hop.
Yeah, buddy, not for the whole town.
Hip hop hooray.
Made that mistake once. Cost me 400 gold. Business.
Stanley, what are you doing?
It looks like you paired me up with Clara McCheese.
Yeah, when Buck chased her off the bar, she came right over to you. Stanley,
Hey, Clara.
I'm hoping for a little after-festival tryst. What do you say?
Yeah, why not?
Let's go upstairs.
I got one or two things I gotta do, but I'll meet you up there. You know where my room is, right?
I sure do. I'll be making myself comfortable.
Yeah, go make yourself comfortable. I'll be up there in half an hour or so.
Hey, out of character, should Jay and I go on mute when you have your sensual misbehavings?
It is a little uncomfortable.
I feel like a third wheel.
We're gonna graphically act it out Right there. All right, Buck, do you want to do anything else for this plan?
Yeah, maybe just go let Ruby know what's going on.
Okay. We can say that you did that, or you can actually do it.
No, we can just say it. I just want her to keep an eye on the place. See if she notices any funny business. Make sure they get them poison drinks.
That's a good thing to do. Stanley, Levi is kind of waving you over.
All right, I'll approach, and I look at Buck, and I give him a little wink, like I know what's going on.
Roll still.
God damn it! All right, rolling on a 50. Stealth, rolling on a 50. 26.
Okay, nobody notices your little wink. And
He knows that I know that he knows that I know.
when you get over here to the table,
Hey, Levi.
Levi says,
Stanley, you seen that Tanner fella around ya?
Tanner. No, I don't believe he's here. What do you want with Tanner?
Tanner, I don't know if you noticed, but he got himself a fat purse tonight, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like it might be a little too heavy for him. We should help him carry it, if you know what I mean, yeah?
Yeah, I don't think he's around tonight, so I think you're going to have to go forward with your plan here. I think they got at least that much here.
You keep an eye out for that young man, yeah?
Yeah, what's the plan here? What are we doing?
Well, we're gonna wait till it dies down a little, yeah? Then we send Elsie out to be a lookout. Biggs and I, well, we pull our pieces out, take your money. I want you to do something special for me.
All right, what's that?
he hands you a little vial, and he says,
I got this at the apothecary. I want you to roofie that man, Buck McCabe.
All right, I can do that.
That should just put him to sleep. He'll be none the wiser now.
All right, I'll look for an opportunity, and I'll give you the signal.
The signal is this.
and he starts scratching his palm.
God damn it.
How long does it take to work?
Should be quick acting, but you're the chemist.
All right.
What are you doing to prepare? What is your plan here?
I'm gonna go up to Buck.
Okay.
And is he at the bar?
Yeah, let's say you guys are speaking in private.
Hey, Stanley. I think we got to get back to that general store and check out that trap door.
Not just yet.
No?
These guys are fixing to rob this place, as I told you. So they think I'm just over here talking to you, and they want me to roofie you. So I got to make this look good.
Holy shit. They had roofies?
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is make it look like I'm pouring this in your drink, and you're looking away. We got to make it look good.
All right, I'm gonna drop my pocket watch and I'll bend down to pick it up.
You gotta act, like you're tired, like pretty soon after. I'd say within 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, I can do that.
Shit's gonna go. It's gonna go down here. So what's the plan here? Do we got some backup?
Oh, there's plenty of backup, but there's also no money here.
Yeah, that's perfect.
You didn't tell them I had any money, did you?
Oh, I told him you had all kinds of money.
That might be the cause of some unnecessary bloodshed.
Nonsense.
You might.
These guys are going to leech off this town unless something happens here. And if we don't stop them now, they're never going to leave.
Oh, you want shit to go down?
We got to get these are bad actors, except for Elsie. Leave her out of this.
Well, I mean,
I'll take care of
when
her.
bullets start flying, people start dying. You can't just pick and choose.
She'll be outside looking out. I'm gonna go out and see her when.
Oh, you ain't staying for the fight.
Oh no, I'm not a fighter. I'm just an instigator.
Jesus.
You just set the fight up and then run away.
Listen, as soon as these guys decided to come here, they had one thing on their mind. They're going to be terrorizing this town. We got to put a stop to it before they do.
Can you do me at least one favor?
What's that?
Besides not roofie my goddamn drink?
I'm going to make it look like I did.
When you go outside, can you get the sheriff and send him in?
That bumbling idiot?
Yeah, he's got a hair across his ass for me not ever calling him when there's trouble. So
I'll run and get the sheriff as soon as it looks like you've roofied that drink.
if he's got that bratty little kid with him, just skip it. I can't stand that kid.
All right. I'm going to get him regardless.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully the kid's in bed.
Mac, sorry, is there any time where Tanner can come back in? Has it been long enough?
I mean, we can just say it has been.
Can he look inside before he walks in and do an observation roll to see if he notices anything suspicious?
All right, Tanner comes back to the Silver Dollar. It's brightly lit from the outside, and you hear a lot of people talking inside. You want to roll an observation.
Yeah, so Tanner kind of walks up to the window, and it's brightly lit inside and dark outside, so you can't really see anything. And he looks in the window and just checks to see if everything is on the up and up. So he's rolling on a 70, rolls himself a 15.
As you are looking in, you see Stanley and Buck at the bar talking to each other. They each have a drink on the bar, and Buck turns away to talk to Cactus for a minute. And you see Stanley reach into his coat and pull out this little vial, and you see him pour it into Buck's drink.
Mm-hmm.
And then Buck turns back around, and Stanley doesn't say anything about it. He just hands him his drink.
Tanner immediately rushes into the room and goes to slap the drink out of Buck's hand.
Okay. Stanley, why don't you give me an observation to see if you know what Tanner's doing?
All right. Rolling on a 30.
Ooh.
Fuck. 87.
Okay, so you don't really notice that he's walking in with a purpose and striding directly up to Buck. Let's clarify. Did you actually pour the stuff into the glass? Or did you use, like, sleight of hand for that part?
My intention was to make it look like I did.
So you didn't actually pour it in so Buck can actually...
No. Do you want me to roll a sleight of hand? Or legerdemain?
Yeah, I guess you should.
All right. Rolling on a 75. 26 with a success. So wouldn't that mean that Levi and them...
Yeah.
I make it look like it to them?
Yeah, that table's watching closely, and they think that you poured the stuff into Buck's glass.
All right, and I didn't.
Which also explains why Tanner thinks that, too. I think retroactively that makes it all the more realistic from his standpoint.
Correct. So, Buck, you can actually drink your drink.
Do I have time to drink it before Tanner?
Tanner's coming down to try and slap it out of your hand, I guess.
I think from Tanner's standpoint, from what he saw, like, Stanley, like, quote-unquote, clearly poured something into Buck's drink and then gave it to Buck, and Buck wasn't paying attention at the time. So from Tanner's perspective, it looks like Stanley put something in there. And he doesn't know anything otherwise, so he's fucking...
Yeah, I mean, it could be like poison.
I think that's what he thinks it is. I think he thinks that's what's going on. Like, he...
Poison.
Poison. Poison. Poison. So...
Belle Biv DeVoe.
Poison.
Now you know.
That girl was poison.
Poison. I think his first reaction would be to just like punch the drink out of his hand. So again, he's not looking to punch Buck. He's just looking to slap the drink out of his hand.
You're gonna slap the taste out of his mouth.
I hope so.
Rattlesnake ain't gonna like this.
He is gonna yell as he's coming in though, and be like, "Buck, no!" So he's making it obvious he's going after the drink and not Buck.
He is fucking this plan up.
Okay,
Alright.
so this is gonna be Price is Right rules. You are trying to roll
Price is wrong.
the highest possible number without going over your score.
For fisticuffs for both of us.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, once I find it.
It's under physique.
Oh, I've got a 95. Yeah, let's do this.
No, you don't.
Let's do Tanner first because it's possible that you just miss.
Okay. All right. So Tanner is rolling on a 45. Rolls himself an 86, so he definitely missed.
Okay.
He missed. He was like, "Buck, no!" And he just swings and he missed the cop and just way overshot and like stumbles into the bar.
Jesus Christ, Tanner.
Buck, what did
Trying to knock my beer out of my hand? Hang on a
Jesus
second here.
Christ, Buck, what did you do?
Glug,
Buck.
glug. Buck's gonna pick up that beer and just chug it, and like very theatrically just slam the glass down on the bar.
No,
Gonna let out a big old belch.
no, Buck, what did you do?
Buck is gonna roll in acrobatics in hopes to wrap Tanner up real quick.
In his arms.
Well, yeah, not my legs. All right, Buck's rolling on a 58. Rolled a 90.
Okay, so
Instead, they do some kind of romantic embrace.
yeah, so your lips touch.
It got awkward. It got real awkward between us. We were both like, "Oh God." Tanner came in and swiped at it, and then Buck dodged it, and they almost kissed each other, insofar as I can tell.
It wasn't almost.
Stanley, you're standing right there too.
What did you drink, Buck? You gotta go make yourself throw up.
Tanner.
I don't throw up.
Buck, you gotta throw up. That's gonna kill you, man. That's gonna kill you.
Tanner.
What, Stanley?
I'm picking eyes at him. Cool it.
It's all good,
Some
Tanner.
kind of problem here, Buck?
Nope, no problem, Rattlesnake. Just stick to the plan, my man.
All right.
What-
I'm going to walk back over to Levi's table.
Is it possible to whisper to Tanner? Like, I just want to say, play along.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, you guys are close enough that you could whisper something.
All right, Tanner, everything's good, man. Just play along with this. It's gonna get weird.
What do you mean? That I thought I saw Stanley pour something into your drink and you drank it.
Yeah, it's ledger domain.
Oh, ledger to me.
Buck starts getting real woozy
All right, I gotcha.
and just steps back 3 times and face plants in that table.
Can I see if is there a way that Tanner can catch him to make it look real good, or is there anything that he can do to help out this situation?
You can catch him and then your lips embrace.
Yeah,
Again.
roll acrobatics.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I only got a 42. Rolled a 12.
All right, yeah, you just before he hits the table, you grab him
Hell yeah.
and help him down, and I'll just say that even makes it look more realistic to the other people because you showed genuine concern about him. And he was like,
Thanks, Tanner.
Oh man, Buck, are you all right?
I
You
don't.
went down like a sack of potatoes.
Let me try to stand back up here. Buck just falls back down.
Oh my gosh, look at him.
I know I had said I went over there, but I'm gonna. Can I roll some kind of stealth to see if I can leave without being seen in the commotion.
You want to leave the bar or leave?
Yeah, leave the bar.
Oh, yeah.
All right, rolling on a 50.
I mean, you can leave either way, but the stealth will be to see if you
48.
48 on a 50. So you just slip out the door when everyone's distracted by Buck, and no one saw you leave.
All right, I'm running to go get the sheriff.
And have Levi and Biggs drank their poison drinks yet?
I don't think so. I think they have them, but they are not showing signs of weakness yet. Are you going to wait here until that happens?
I'm just going to be sitting on the ground, but I assume Rattlesnake comes up to me.
Yeah.
Buck, what's going on? Are you all right?
Yeah, Rattlesnake, I'm fine, man. It's just an act. Those fellas are about to rob the bar. Be ready.
Oh, that's not bully at all.
No, very unbully.
And he reaches into his belt and he pulls out his giant hammer and just lays it on the bar.
Oh, shit. That's barbaric.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so are you going to wait until they all get drugged?
I'm incapacitated. I'm, faking incapacitation.
You're not really faking it, are you?
Who got the poison, the roofie drinks? All four of them?
I mean, she poisoned the pitcher or
Okay.
whatever they're drinking. Can't be there's collateral damage. Can't be sure who's getting what. So they're all getting drugged.
Hopefully Bart didn't take a sip of that on his way over, because
Bart don't serve tables. But he'll probably drink the dregs.
Can there be a roll to make sure that pitcher actually got there and it didn't go to somebody else's table?
What kind of establishment do you think this
John.
is?
No, I think they got the pitcher there, but I'm going to roll
This ain't the Railroad Tavern.
for who is immediately knocked out. I'm just rolling a D100. Anything under 50, that person's passed out. So Elsie is fine. Biggs passes out.
yes.
Keebley with a 44 passes out and is like,
Maybe did.
yeah, she might be.
She might be
She
dead.
starts like vomiting on the table.
We really don't give too much care about her.
But Levi has also passed out. So actually, so Elsie is the only one who hasn't passed out.
My God.
That's pretty incredible that got rolled that way, and that wasn't Matt cheating. 'Cause I
But
hate
she's got to be
those.
feeling the effects.
Yeah, so she sees everybody else go down. She sees Keebley start throwing up, and she just suddenly looks at her drink and drops it and backs up like into the corner. And she's looking around, kind of panicked.
She's also done way more laudanum than any of them, so she was totally fine.
Can we roll and see if Stanley was able to get the sheriff?
Yes, I'll just roll a D100. Which do you want, the top half or the bottom half?
I always go for the bottom.
Okay, so if it's below 50, you find the sheriff.
I'm going to regret picking that, right?
Probably.
Rolling a D100. Oh, nice. 26.
All right.
All right, you find Lucas Hale, and he is not accompanied by Jack. So, what do you tell him?
Hey, Sheriff, there's something going on at the bar. You got to get over here. There's some out-of-towners that are fixing to rob the place.
Fixing to rob it? My God.
Yeah. There's a Biggs McKinnon and a Levi.
That
Crosby.
That giant guy from the strongman contest?
Yeah, bring your bullets.
Oh my God. Lead the way.
So, you guys burst back into the bar just as Elsie slumps to the floor in the corner. And she's like not totally passed out, but clearly like incapacitated.
Elsie.
Buck's gonna stand up and dust himself off.
I'm gonna run over to Elsie to make sure she's all right.
Tanner's also gonna stand up and dust his pants off. And
Tanner, what's going on here?
I'm gonna shake Tanner's hand. Appreciate it.
Tanner shakes back. Yeah,
And their
it was-
lips touch.
Yeah.
What a weird situation.
Glad you guys are congratulating each other, but what's happening in here?
Well, Sheriff, here's the thing. It got pretty weird. There were some poisonings and some reverse poisonings, and then some.
You poisoned those people?
Sheriff, let me take this conversation over for you. All right, Tanner wasn't even here.
He goes over and he sees like the Keebly is puking.
He's like, what did you do to her? What is this?
Well, you ain't never seen somebody puke from drinking too much?
Buck, this isn't drinking. This is...
That's what I meant by poisoning, Sheriff.
You poisoned these
Jesus.
people?
All right, Tanner, you've been
They got
helpful
poisoned.
enough, buddy.
They got poisoned by the devil's liquid.
Who gave him the devil's liquid?
Rose,
Rose did?
That's the liquor. They're in a bar, Sheriff. It's the devil's liquid. They came in here for it. They got it.
So they're just drunk?
Listen.
Why'd you call me?
Oh,
They're
my
just
God.
drunk.
Stanley,
They've had way too much
Why'd
to
you
drink.
call me in here just for a couple of drunks?
Can I fucking say something in my own goddamn bar, please? Sheriff,
Yeah, sorry, Buck.
What is
yeah.
can we step over here and speak like adults instead of you going off the handle in here or running around talking about poisoning?
Buck, we've had this conversation. I don't know what is up with you lately, but you're just causing all sorts of trouble in this town. What is going on here?
Well, I don't know what you mean by causing trouble. I'm stopping trouble. These out-of-towners were fixing to rob the place. Since you wasn't around, we decided to take matters into our own hands. Now, if I do say so myself, you can haul them off to jail.
They're gonna rob this place?
Well, not anymore.
What proof do you have of that?
Why don't you go talk to the semi-conscious one leaning up against the post over there? Plus, we got Stanley. He heard the whole thing. He was part of the plan, but he came to his senses.
Stanley, you were gonna rob this place?
I wasn't gonna rob
Jesus
this
Christ,
place.
Sheriff, do you fucking listen?
I wasn't gonna rob this place. I got wind that they were robbing this place, and I tipped them off.
Stanley's a good guy. He's an inside man.
But they didn't actually do anything.
They were just about.
Is that right?
Yeah, they were. They just talked to me a few minutes before, and they were ready to rob.
They tried to poison
They
me.
tried to poison him.
Who poisoned him?
Well, I made it look like I slipped something in his drink, and he pretended to fall down.
Wait, so you poisoned Buck?
I didn't poison Buck. I pretended to as part of the plan.
Stanley, I apologize, Stanley. You were right. This guy is a fucking idiot.
They.
What's that, Buck?
You heard me.
All right.
I'm sorry,
Buck, all
but
right.
I cannot believe, Sheriff, you've been elected sheriff in this town because this is ridiculous.
Sheriff,
Are you not hearing what we're saying?
you need to take these three over here. You need to take them off to jail.
Now, let me tell you what I have heard since I've been in here. I've heard that these people were going to rob the bar, but they haven't actually done anything. I've heard that Stanley tried to poison Buck, and the only proof you have of anything is this guy, Stanley, who, that's not even his real name, Bill Crudup.
What?
And he's telling you these people are going to do something, and then you went ahead and you poisoned them. I ought to be hauling you into jail.
First of all, let's stop with the poisoning word. Nobody's been poisoned. They're just asleep.
Keebly looks pretty poisoned.
Well, that's from the bed bugs. She got bites all over her.
And Sheriff, we got that Phil situation under control. We understand who that was, so that's not a problem.
Who is it?
Stanley's relative who owned the land out there, something like that. Stanley can answer that part, but
Is that true, Stanley?
Yeah, my relative Phil owns a plot of land that That's why I'm here in town. And Buck and his family,
Brothers.
in-law, are going to help me locate that land.
In-law.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sheriff. I think you should stay out of things that are not your business.
Excuse
But
me?
what is your business is locking these three up over here. Elsie didn't have nothing to do with this. It was all the rest of them.
Then why is she poisoned?
She's not poisoned. She's fine.
She like lolls her head to the side.
Nobody is poisoned.
Just sleeping.
Stanley, is that
Elsie.
you?
Elsie.
I love you, Stanley.
Yeah.
Sheriff looks around again, and he says, "Now, even if I take you at your word, these guys are going to rob this saloon. They didn't actually do anything. I can't charge them with robbing the saloon when they didn't rob the saloon. Now, I can take them.
Charge him with drunk and disorderly?
I'll take them to the jail. I'll hold them in there overnight for being too drunk. But that's about all I can do here."
What about intent?
Can I talk to Buck real quick?
For you to talk to Buck without the sheriff hearing in this situation, I don't know how that would happen.
Probably not.
I mean, if you let the sheriff leave, you can talk to Buck.
Jesus.
Maybe we ought to let the sheriff leave and take these fellas to the train station.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Buck, do you, maybe we don't want to press charges. I'm thinking we tie these motherfuckers up in the back room and waterboard them.
I mean, but the sheriff's taking these guys now. He's
Okay.
like, "Rattlesnake, can you help me with the biggin? Mason, why don't you haul this short little Italian fella? I'll take care of Keebley. You sure this Elsie character, you sure she didn't have anything to do with this?"
She's fine. No, she's fine.
All right.
Elsie, you wait here. I gotta go up to my room real quick.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so unless you have something else you want to say or do, he's hauling them off.
All right. What time? Hey, Sheriff. What time are you releasing them tomorrow?
9 a.m. I'll let them sleep it off. Make sure I have them in there long enough that they know why they're in there.
Don't let them out before then.
Cook them some breakfast.
Don't let them out. Don't let them out a minute before 9.
Grits.
Make sure to search their pockets.
Biscuit.
Maybe they had a plan or something drawn up.
Map.
Sheriff's like, "I know how to do my job."
Okay. Prove it. It's an election year. Don't forget.
Can I go up to the room?
Yep. Do you want to talk or roll acrobatics?
No, I want to get her out of there because I'm gonna bring Elsie up there to rest.
Okay. So as soon as you walk through the door, Clara throws herself on you and is kissing you on your cheeks. She's like, "Oh, Stanley,
Clara,
ravage me."
Clara, you don't know what the hell that just broke loose down there. You're gonna have to get out of here because I'm sure the mayor's gonna be down here checking out what's happening.
Oh my! Are you sure?
Yeah, you don't want to be here. You got to get out of here.
Okay.
The sheriff was just here. All hell breaking loose.
Roll something. Convince her.
All right, rolling on a 75. 19.
Okay. She's like,
Stanley, we never get a chance to be together. But I'll go.
Tomorrow's another day, Clara.
You're damn right.
"All right, so you're bringing Elsie up."
Yeah, I'm telling her, Elsie, you got to rest.
She's she's like, "So Stanley, did you do this?"
No, I didn't poison you. I didn't know this was happening. But you're safe up here. Stay here till I get back. Don't leave this room.
Oh God! And she just passes out.
Can I whisper to Matt?
Yep.
Can Buck run out and talk to the sheriff while he's hauling these fools out? Like while Stanley is going up to the room.
Yeah. So
Like he just makes a beeline out the door.
sure. And just so you know, like, Rattlesnake is probably there.
Yeah, I'm fine with Rattles. Oh, Mason Dixon's there too.
Yeah, he is actually.
That's fine. He's like a fucking stone wall.
Okay.
Sheriff, can I talk to you for a sec?
He sighs and turns around.
Yeah, Buck.
Maybe him and I, like, pull off to the side a little. Listen, things got heated in there, I know, but it's kind of just an act right now because, frankly, I don't know what's going on, but I don't know this whole Phil Crudup story. I don't know who Stanley is, but he told me this is his old crew. And he told me they were going to rob the place. And I believe that is true. Now, he vouched for Elsie Carter, but I can't speak anything about her character. But what I'm telling you, man to man, local to local, is these fellas were going to rob the bar. And it got a little crazy, I know. But that's why we called you in. But I had to act out that thing because, frankly, I just don't know who to trust anymore.
Buck, that's what I'm worried about. It seems like you've lost your compass. I believe you say these folks are gonna rob the saloon. I believe that's true. But I gotta be on the side of the law, and if you can't go punishing people before they commit the crime.
Yeah, but I couldn't stand for any bloodshed in here. So all I'm saying is I know these people are up to no good, so I just implore you to do your due diligence digging into their past. Maybe where they've been, the trail they've left behind. That fellow Levi says he comes from Louisiana. That's where Stanley's from. So
I'm gonna look into that, but I'm gonna have to look into Stanley too.
that's fine. I'd like to know what you come up with.
Alright.
Because I gotta tell you, since he rolled into town, shit's been going crazy.
You think this is his fault?
No, I'm not saying that. He seems like a straight shooter. He did warn me, and he very well could have poisoned me and robbed the place, but he didn't.
That's something.
Yeah, that's all we got.
Alright. Watch your back, Buck.
And again, sorry for getting out of hand in there, but I'm not quite sure what's happening yet. All right, thanks, Sheriff.
Alright.
And hey, you got my vote.
Thanks, Buck.
Fingers crossed behind my back.
All right.
I think you guys should talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Yeah. Hey, Buck, Tanner. Look, these guys are locked up for till 9 a.m. We got some time to go back to the general store and check things out, but
Yeah.
we need a plan for when these guys get out there are going to be pissed off.
Oh, that's for sure. In the meantime, let's go out back of the bar to the stables. I got some rope and some torches back there. We'll bring them back to the general store.
Jesus, you guys, I did not know that everything was so okay up. Man, I saw Stanley try to poison. Man, holy crap.
Hey, Tanner.
Yeah.
Tanner, they mentioned you by name.
What do you mean?
So you better have stashed that gold away because they saw you walking away with the winnings.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They are after you. We are going to need a plan when these guys get let out.
All right, let's work this through.
We got to get them out of this town.
Yeah, we'll get them out of this town. That's for sure.
Are you going to the general store?
Yep.
So you're bringing ropes, you're bringing torches. What else?
Besides what's like on our person,
Are you bringing all your weapons?
I'm going to bring my gun.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, same. Yeah, Tanner would bring his whatever lighting device that he has and his gun, and yeah.
I'm going to bring my gumption. What time of day is it? Is it like 10 p.m.?
Right now it's
No, it's probably like 12:30
Yeah, exactly.
p.m.? a.m.?
AM.
a.m.
God damn.
Yeah, it's late, Stanley.
I got an elixir I could give you guys, 5 gold, and it'll keep you up all night.
I don't need that right now, Stanley, but maybe later.
It's just 5 gold. You guys can split it.
No, that's all right.
250 each.
Yep.
250
All my
each.
money's at the Apache village.
All right. Suit yourself. You ever heard of 5-hour energy? This is 6-hour energy.
Oh my gosh. I can get an extra hour?
Yeah, it's a whole extra hour.
Holy smokes.
What do you guys do when you're outside the general store? What do you do?
Well, we left a window unlocked.
We did, yeah.
I just wanted to see if you remembered that. One of you-
Thanks, Matt.
We're going to crawl in that window and lock it behind us.
Exactly.
Okay.
We don't light any torches until we are in the tunnel because we don't want anybody to see us in there.
We're going to move that cabinet and then go in and move it back behind us when we go to close it up so that we're covering our tracks.
I'm going to grab an apple.
Now that you've seen like the hinge system that's set up, it's not as hard. You don't need like all three of you to do it.
Perfect.
So you swing it out. You open up the trap door. Oh, I should just say that like in the town, it's starting to quiet down. There is, there's still a few people like out getting their revelry on. But
Hooligans.
so you open this up with your torches. You can now see down into this pit. But it goes further than your torch can light, so you don't know how far it is. There's a ladder going down. Who is going to go first?
Yeah, we probably ought to roll for that.
I would say actually Tanner would just go with the torch down in such a way if he can that he doesn't burn himself trying to go down the rope or the ladder or whatever.
We should have brought Bart to go first.
Yeah, we blundered that. We'll remember that next time.
All right, so it goes down maybe like 40 feet.
40 feet?
Wow.
Yeah, you think you're going down into like a basement, but you're actually going down like into the earth.
Tanner's pretty tired by the time that he gets to the end of that. It's like, is 40 feet the end of the whole thing, or like is it the end of where his feet are hitting the wall?
When you get to the it's the bottom of the ladder,
40
and
feet.
there is a rock floor underneath your feet.
He puts the torch on the ground. Actually, he does a quick wave to let the people up there know that everything's good, and then he puts a torch down.
In the torchlight, you see that you are now in some kind of cave with rock walls and a ceiling about 10 feet above you. Stanley and Buck come down the ladder. I would like to know who is going first in general. Is that still going to be Tanner?
Yeah, I think so.
What do you mean in general?
No,
When you're walking around.
yeah, no,
Who's technically going first?
no. There's no technically.
Yeah, stop saying tech.
Stop saying technically. Yeah, no. Tanner is gonna go first.
All right, who's second?
Buck.
All right. Once again, Stanley is bringing up the rear.
All right.
All right, you. I ask that you don't move too quickly, but you can kind of move around on the map where you want to go.
Don't fall in that hole.
Is that a hole?
That looks like a hole, Stanley. Don't fall down there.
All right. Tanner, lead the way.
Tanner's gonna go up a few steps. Yeah, he's gonna. Oh, there's a pathway down here to the left, to the west, if you will.
All right, hell, let's stick together.
Yeah.
Everybody tie off this rope to one another.
All right. We tie off a rope.
So you guys are now all tied together, is that right?
Jesus.
Yeah, we got about 10 feet between us all.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Fuck.
Okay.
This seems like the worst idea in the world. Tanner goes up,
It seems the worst for the guy in the middle.
which is you.
Yeah, same with the human centipede.
Always is.
Tanner, roll acrobatics.
Oh my god.
As you are walking along the edge of the hole, some of the stones come loose and you lose your footing.
Rolling on a 42. Rolls a 93. Tanner falls down the hole.
Tanner did fall into the
Oh
hole.
no, shit.
Now you guys are very lucky that you just tied a rope to him, so good job. I'm going to need a combined strength roll from Buck and Stanley.
All right. I think we each have a 30.
Tanner's like, Jesus Christ, you guys, what are you waiting so long for? Get me out of here.
Tanner, before we pull you out, you see anything in that hole?
Can you roll an observation down here or something?
Roll. First, you should roll something to see if you held onto your torch.
Okay, how about... I'm just gonna roll reflexes then, because that's my 30. Oh my gosh, I rolled a 19 on a 30.
Oh.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Nice work, Tanner.
So you managed to grab onto the torch as you're falling, and as you're swinging around down there, looking around, you see it drops down. You're hanging like 5 feet in, and it drops down maybe another 15 feet.
Holy cow, you guys, this is a big cave right in here. There's another easily 15, 20 feet down here below me. It is deep.
Is there anything down there?
It does not look like there's like another passageway off of there.
It doesn't look like all it looks like is a big opening down here, but no other passages.
All right, we're going to pull you out.
Who's rolling it?
Oh shit.
You got a 30 also, Stanley?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, rolling on a 60. Big roll. A 1.
Whoa! Woo! So you guys heave ho, and you yank Tanner. Pops out of that hole.
Holy crap, you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys just yanked me right up on out of there. Dang.
You're like a cork out of a champagne bottle.
Whatever the hell that means.
You yanked that guy's crank.
Yep, whatever the hell that means too.
All right.
Yeah.
Jay, give yourself a reroll for thinking to tie yourselves together.
Nice work, Buck.
That literally might have saved Tanner's life.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't think I was in that close of a situation.
Hey, what do you guys say we take a look to the left here?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I will tell you that having fallen into the hole, you can now kind of tell where the stones are loose, and you're not going to fall in again.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, I'm in the middle of this rope, so if I go first, you guys are just going to be like a pair of testicles dragging behind me.
Yeah.
So maybe
That sounds right.
one of you wants to go first?
You mean like ladder ball?
Yeah.
So Tanner's going first again. The passageway goes to the north and the west, and you have decided to go west.
The West is the best.
Go ahead there, Tanner.
Oh my gosh.
We're going west,
Do I just
young man.
drag my character and go?
Yeah. Get here and we'll do the rest.
Okay. All right. Keep quiet. Let's go. Keep going.
He's going so slow.
I can't grab my character.
He's only been
It's
playing
all
this
right.
for 4 years, so...
Yeah, but there must be some sort of rock here which I can't get past. Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh my god, is that a pile of skulls?
Looks like it.
I can't see that.
Yeah, there's a pile of bones and skulls in this little chamber.
I can't see any of that.
Is that human?
Careful, Tanner. You're almost stepping on them bones.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be bad. I'm gonna get some sort of bad juju.
All three of you roll observation.
Tanner, did you drink that elixir behind the bar by any chance?
No.
Okay, good.
Tanner rolls a 100. Crit fail.
Tanner.
Oh my god. Come
that,
on.
that checks out.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah, I did. I did drink that. I totally chugged that thing.
we just rolled a 1 and a 100.
Oh my god.
Stanley rolled a 57 on a 30.
Buck's rolling on a 75. A 72. Success.
I
Okay.
didn't think there was a 100. I thought it was a 00.
No, there's no 0. I mean, the double zeros are 100, so there's no 0.
No 00.
100.
100.
That's what 100
Right.
is.
So there's no 0.
That's what I rolled.
Ain't no Robert Parrish.
There is a Robert Parrish in this world, and you're looking at his bones.
Oh, no. Perished.
So Stanley and Tanner are looking at these bones, and Buck, in the firelight, you see something.
We're all just dust and bones.
I'm going to put something in your journal, Jay. It's going to be under handouts. It's going to be what you see on Tanner's back.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Do you see that, Jay?
I sure do.
It's about 2 feet long.
Okay. Okay, now Tanner, don't panic here, okay? I need you to stay real still.
Oh, gosh. What is it? What do I do?
You just sit still. It's an insect of some sort. Like a cave-dwelling millipede on fucking steroids.
Is it gonna kill me?
It might kill you, but...
Oh, boy.
Tanner hasn't seen this yet, but I'm going to show all of you guys. Stanley, you now see this thing as well.
Oh, shit. Oh, goddamn.
But this thing is huge. It's like 2 feet long, and it's crawling up the back of Tanner's jacket.
Stanley, you think you can legerdemain that off of his back?
Oh, my God. Stanley, help me. Stanley, please help me.
And just, like, throw it on the ground and I'll step on it?
Oh, God.
Yeah, what do you think, Matt?
John, can you describe the picture?
It's like a 2-foot millipede, but it almost is like so big that it almost looks like lobster shells on it. It's, I guess, a dark reddish, brownish hue with black stripes, and it is sinister looking. Large antennae.
I would actually just like to say that just because it has large antennae and some other features doesn't make it sinister. Like that. That's how you feel about this particular creature. And
All right, you're getting all psychology acting on me here. Listen, Dr. Freud.
Stanley, you also see that it has big, sharp mandibles that are reaching towards the back of Tanner's head.
Oh, shit. Tanner, this thing looks deadly. I'm just afraid if I roll legerdemain, it's going to come on to me.
that's not what's gonna come on to you.
If nobody does something soon, it's going to bite Tanner.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm going to roll legerdemain. Rolling on a 75. 4.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you knock this thing off of Tanner without hurting it.
Oh my gosh. All right.
But now this thing hisses and starts scrambling towards Stanley.
Oh shoot.
Buck.
The 2-foot millipede slaps against the cave floor, squirming and twisting as its hundreds of legs skitter for purchase. It rights itself and orients its long, slithering body towards Stanley. Its head rears up and back on its leggy stalk and hisses and clicks as it mashes its nasty mandibles together. In a flash, it rushes at Stanley. Roll for initiative.
We picked a lock.
Oh, that should be Spittoon's voice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh,
I picked a spittoon, picked a lock.